I do not know.
Okay. And for those who the name is not familiar, Mr. Krill has interests in mining in this place. He's a bit of a bully. He's got a bully boy that works for him who's a werewolf, and associated. He's a bit of a naughty boy.
A naughty werewolf?
Well, no, the Mr. Krill, he tends to use. He's got like a bully boys that work for him and stuff, and tends to use violence and force to get his way in controlling his minds and people that invade his domain. His name hasn't come up for quite a while, so I don't know. Yes, a werewolf.
Sure.
John, could you drive your family out with a whip or something?
I wish I could. Unfortunately. I apologize.
Okay. No worries. So Peter Blaylock, so he may be an avenue to talk to. Any further questions from yourself?
Nah, I don't have any.
Okay. And what
Are
about
you good,
you,
Joshua?
You have any questions?
Yeah, I have a couple questions.
Fire away, sir.
Right. So
lawyer looks a bit nervous to be.
You said that you went to the train station, correct?
The what? Train station?
Who went to the train station at Hobbs End?
I did.
Hobbs End Station.
Yes.
Right. Question about that. When you went there, did you notice any people out of the ordinary?
No.
Did you notice anyone having an argument?
No.
Did you notice anyone that seemed to be following you for a short bit of time, but maybe went another direction?
He looks a bit confused. How would I tell if they were following me?
You've never had that feeling that someone was following you?
I should say
saw
not.
them, but then they went away? No? Okay.
I should say not.
And then when you were waiting there and the train left, was anyone else still standing around at that time, lingering around, either talking to someone else or holding a paper, perhaps, if you have those here?
Nobody was holding a broadsheet, but the train did not arrive nor depart when I was there.
There was no train?
No.
The one that was supposed to leave at 5 p.m.?
Oh. I'm sorry. He cleans his glasses. Yes. No, but no unusual people.
But yes,
okay.
So there was nobody, as Mr. Maddox has asked, there was nobody left standing on the platform, which you would expect besides yourself.
Right.
Correct. He keeps looking at Colburn's pockets. You can see a corner of a sandwich protruding out of one of them, where you would normally have the multicolored pocket swatch. There's a sandwich sticking out. He seems flustered talking to him.
All right.
And the name of the girl that was supposedly corresponding with the son, is that name too scandalous to hand us?
No, I am not aware of the name, sir. Sorry.
So the father has not given you information about those letters at all?
No.
Mr. Blaylock potentially will know that when we go into the chat.
Hopefully. Yep, I'm good.
We may find some correspondence in Arthur's rooms relating to it.
Yes.
When you who went to Arthur's rooms?
The guard. Arthur lives in a very reputable lodging house, but apparently there was some kind of disturbance on the night he disappeared, which left his rooms in disorder. It was reported to the guard by the caretakers who live on premises, and apparently one of the other tenants, a man named Borelli, However, the guard found no sure evidence of a crime having been committed, nor of, indeed, of where Arthur went. The guardsman in charge of the case is Lieutenant Bridger.
Let's see.
So my thing would be the guy who's seen this disturbance. Did he maybe talk to him? Maybe if he's seen anybody, show some pictures of some of the associates and.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sounds like a plan.
Is there any other questions that I may be of assistance with?
I think I don't have anything. What of yourselves, Tom and Colburn?
You have a lunchbox for him?
Ooh, that would be fantastic. Do you have a bag?
No, he says.
Why don't you use your hanky?
No, that's fine. I use the napkins.
We do have food at the embassy.
He looks so scandalized that he looks like he's ready to either cry or flee.
We do have food at the embassy.
My guy does currently look a little emaciated. That's lovely.
I will be your only point of contact. He glances.
Of course.
Then I shall leave you to it. Yes.
Thank you. I bid you adieu.
Scuttles toward the door.
All right.
As soon as he leaves, as soon as like the door closes, he's out of the room. I look at Joshua. So you're an ambassador in this area. You know of these people pretty well?
Not
the
really.
Door opens. The guy who led you in, the aardvark guy, comes in and he goes, "This way, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Your carriage is waiting."
Thank you.
I wait. Let's go to the carriage before I ask this.
Yes. Yes.
You guys get back in the carriage and stuff. The footmen assist you into it. And
collecting our hats and gloves, etc.
Yes. And then you guys are now traveling, so you're in relative privacy.
We will initially go back to the embassy as I need to get a bag.
Yes, maybe more than one.
So questions, Joshua.
Far away.
One, I traditionally like to carry a couple tools on me.
Yes, such
as I also like to have money of the area I'm in. If you could provide any of that, that would be helpful on amazing levels.
Yes, we have
and the people I've seen around with the animal heads.
Yes.
I'm guessing frowned upon to kill them.
They are the locals.
These are the locals. Okay.
Yes.
So these people hunt small humans. What's the setup here? What's
humans?
You heard the guy on top, the driver, go.
All right. So.
What's the hierarchy?
These are the think Robin Hood and Disney's Robin Hood with the foxes and all that sort of stuff. And
okay, right.
that's pretty much what.
So if you eat one, will it still taste like the proverbial animal it comes from?
No.
Just checking.
So the reason I was asking about
we have lost our friend.
Okay. So the reason why I was asking about the parentage is that offspring, in that they can have interracial marriages, as in like a leopard could be with a
walrus,
a walrus, exactly. And the offspring will take after either the mother or the father.
All right, so the dominant gene, got it.
Yeah. So, but yes, they can interbreed.
Traditional society standards,
there's
law?
Laws. It's like 19th century, except they're from a kingdom, so they're hence the baronies and stuff. Think more like England as opposed to a democracy. There's like a governor here. There's like a governor here and stuff, and hence the baronet we were visiting and that sort of stuff.
Okay. All right.
From our looking into this place, from a biological perspective, this is impossible. So we don't know how this came about. We don't know how this world came about because
this is impossible.
Yes.
Sure. Right.
And I know the whole traveling between worlds, etc. But from a lot of the place, yes. The whole thing, like you potentially encountered with Burlington being a very small zone and time looping there on every Friday, etc. The various things, and you potentially, if you went to Smurf, you potentially passed through a Canadian.
Don't talk about
frozen,
Smurf.
You potentially passed through a land which were women, a women's Wild West type situation.
Yes. There, yes. I've been there. That was bad times.
Yeah, those women are all dead. They invaded Burlington, and we dealt with them.
Wait, okay. What the name of the other place you're saying? Bowington?
Burlington.
Did Burlington have
a
cafe?
Yes.
Where everyone was really nice.
Yes, Burlington's like a 1950s sitcom.
Yeah. Okay. Right.
Yeah. Right. Does that ring a bell?
That's kind of where I think I woke.
Yeah. You may have woken up there. Yeah. That was your first place. Yeah. So depending on some of us, and I use us in regards to our particular group that we feel connections to.
Sure.
Such as you feel with us, we feel with you. Some of us, when we first came to these worlds, were in Burlington. Some of us were in another world, which was a modern day San Angeles, like 2020 San Angeles. Like myself was 2020 San Angeles, but I'm aware from talking to others about them beginning in Burlington.
Wait, so you're all right? So you're from California? Wait.
Well, no, I woke up in California. I'm actually from Australia, and I used to work in New York for a detective agency, KBC.
Okay.
I've got vague memories of. No. But yes, so
got it. So your background is investigations.
That's right.
That's what you did for a living.
Yes.
Okay, great. Now I've got a good grasp on who you are.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. So, but I'm used to modern techniques and 19th century techniques due to insanities that befell me.
Okay. Sure.
If you hear people referring to Sherlock Holmes, they're referring to me because that was my nickname in the KBC. And some people still refer to me as Holmes, and I became Holmes.
Really hard to shake a name like that, I suppose.
Yes. And I became Sherlock Holmes.
All right, fair enough.
Due to the fact everybody called me that, so I eventually became Sherlock Holmes.
And he's gone. Boop. Right.
Yep. So yes. So just a couple of quick things while we wait for Tommy to wake up.
Right.
So something you probably weren't familiar with is there's a barber shop called Clem's, which exists in a lot of the realms.
Barber shop.
Yes. A barber shop called Clem's.
Clem's?
Yeah. Oh, you're awake again, Tom. No, it's all good. Yeah, there's a barber shop called Clem's. It doesn't exist in all locations that we've gone to, but it exists in many of them. The barber shop is a way of traveling between the realms, but you can only use it to travel to places you've already been to.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
So, for example, you could use Clem's to travel back to Burlington if you wish, because there's a Clem's in Burlington. So basically, what you do is when you go to Clem's, he'll say, "Hi, what can I do for you?" And you say, "I'd like a shave, please." And then he says, "Hot towel?" And you say, "Yes, thank you," or "Yes, please," or whatever. And then he'll ask, "Where are you going back to?" And then you say, Burlington or Beastkin, San Angeles, or wherever. And he'll put the hot towel over your face, and then a Clems on the new world will take the tail off, and you'll be at that at that location.
Got it. Okay, so we have. Let me get these locations down real quick.
So besides using a gate, that is another because there's several of the worlds we're not sure where the gates are, where the portals are. So Clems is a good way of traveling.
There's books too, right?
Sorry.
Books too, right?
Books.
Books.
Yes. The book in the Smurf Tower, in what's his name's tower.
Right. Okay, so there's Burlington, the place that won't be named. No, fuck that. Never going there. Ignore that. All right.
Sorry, I was just going to say one other thing is that you will probably find you have 2 tarot cards in one of your pockets currently.
Sandwich. Oh, there they are.
When we gather all the tarot cards together and form a deck, the tarot cards' abilities become live, active. So we're trying to we are holding the cards that we're accumulating in a safe at the embassy until such time as we can get a new deck together. In which case, then the people get their tarot cards back, and the tarot cards, we've been making up a list of what they do. And then it's up to you if you want to trade with other people or what you want to do with your, that sort of stuff.
Right.
But the tarot cards only last for a while once they're activated. Out of game, they'll last till the end of the season, potentially, or or if we get them really early at the start of the season, they may last halfway through the season. Nice. If Logan decides for them to go bye-bye.
So the name, just help me out here real quick. It's Burlington. Okay. What was the cowboy place? Cowgirl place?
Women's Wild West is one of the things we call. In the section of, there's 2 things that the bracelet gives you access to. One is a wiki, and the other one is the section of the board. Now, the gods have deemed that these are not hackable and that any information put in there will be used against us, as the gods find the information useful as well.
Sure.
Oh, by the way, you have 2 mayonnaise covered cards. One is the King of Swords. The other is the Page of Cups. If you want to hand them to Holmes, he's keeping all of them until he activates them and gives them back or whatever. Or you can hoard them. Up to you.
There you go. Give them both to him.
All right. And Colburn's cards. Yeah, so in the hidden section of the board that you now have access to, there's a link to a spreadsheet which has got all the cards listed and who's got what cards.
Got it. Got it.
And the wiki, I'll just post you a link to the wiki, which has got a list of all the realms that we're aware of at this moment.
Appreciate it. The only realm I think I really care about at this point, where is your where are we headed right now?
We're heading to
the embassy.
Embassy, because I need to get it back. Now, you were saying there's a couple of items that you like to have in your pockets.
Here we are, sir.
Thank you. We'll go inside.
The guy, the deer-headed guy, glares at your companion as you get out, and he says, "You guys carry the, or actually, no, he's disappeared out of the carriage. No telling where the other guy is."
Yes, that's one of the things we find, that when we are not in these worlds, for example, from the time you were in Burlington or the Women's Wild West or Smurf City, you cease to be. You're not asleep. Your body's not lying asleep somewhere comatose or something. You fade out of existence.
Sure.
I've actually witnessed it happen to a couple of our groups in front of me, unfortunately.
That's completely understandable by everything else I've seen recently.
Yeah, I know. There's a lot of crap to get your head around with this stuff. Oh, by the way, that's the other thing we've discovered, is that we're all cousins. From a DNA perspective, we are all cousins.
Come again?
From a DNA perspective, we are all cousins. Every member of our group are cousins. and all the refugees that can travel through gates, they are our cousins as well. The several hundred of them will probably, if we were to do DNA testing on them, they would come up as being our cousins. So we don't know if we were genetically modified by something or someone to be this way, or we're descended from. Basically, we're all descended from a single individual,
Sure.
as in who is our grandparent. Now, whether or not that is from him screwing a lot of people, or if it's from someone actually doing genetic manipulation, we don't know yet.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You guys are going through, there's a bunch of animal-headed people and a bunch of normal human.
Did you say you're from 2020, roughly?
2024,
2020.
I think, from memory.
How good had they gotten with medicine for waking up people in a coma? Just curious.
That one of the theories is that there are several theories as to what our situation is. One is that potentially we're in a coma.
Yes.
Yes. I understand what you're saying. The fact that that you're the one in the coma and we're all figments of your imagination. I'm assuming that. However, then there are times when I am here and you are not.
Yes, as far as you know, correct.
But yes, so we've had various theories, whether or not we're some sort of clones of ourselves that have been abducted, that this is some sort of weird simulation, weird high-tech MMO simulation, etc., etc.
Sure. Right.
So
hey, there's a cousin or a clone down there.
Yes. The reason I'm telling you about the fact that we're all cousins, including all the people that are here, is that because there's several hundred of them. So there may be some women or men, I don't know which way you lean, that you may be attracted to. But just warning you that they're your first
trying
cousin.
to avoid three-headed step-kids. Got it.
No. Well, depending on where you're from, you may be a bit upset if after you've had sex with someone, you find out that you've just had sex with your first cousin.
Sure.
So, yes.
Could both of you guys reduce your hands back down to 6? While I'd like it if John could play, I'm thinking his internet might be insufficient for it because we've had the same frozen picture of him for a while now.
Holy shit.
He doesn't seem to be.
I think he's dying.
Yes, I think he is definitely dying. Let's get rid of the clueless.
I sent him a message, so we'll see.
Let's get rid of the nada.
Normally, I just said, "Hey, don't, if you're on shit internet, don't play." But he went out and bought headphones, and so
he's gone out. He's gone out of his way to try and get in on the game. Yeah.
That goes a long way in Logan's book.
Yeah.
Hey, I have a play immediately.
What's your play immediately?
Okay, so I have 2 of them.
Which one's the worst one?
Well, the worst one. Right. Well, the good one would have been nice. But the worst one is The Gods Hate You.
Okay, and what's the other one?
The other one is Group Insta-Hero.
The Gods Hate You.
Not been paying attention as these things have been coming into my pool, so toss everything.
Yeah.
If I don't know if Logan explained to you, Tim, when you're reducing your hand, you can actually trade cards with others. If I say, for example, if I had dud cards and you hadn't got play immediately cards, you could say, "Hey, I'm going to get rid of this card, which I think is a good card. Do you want it?" So we can do that before discarding.
Right.
Just as a aside. So Colburn, are you familiar with
2-4? So that was everyone discard?
Was the Guts Despise You Was it just you, or was it everyone? I think it's just you from memory. Gods despise you.
Yeah, it's just him.
Okay. One.
I'm just seeing if I've got a refill.
Draw.
Anything that? No, I don't have any. Oh,
right.
it's the Gods despise you. Discard and refill, is it?
Yep.
Lovely.
Are you sure?
Wait. I know it's a refill.
Okay, yeah. If you got God's hate, then it's a refill. If you got God's despise, it's not a refill.
Let me try and find the card. Insta hero. The gods hate you.
Yep, there you go.
Yeah. Discard all your cards, no trading, and refill your hand. Nice.
Yeah.
Got it. All right. Good deal.
Well, let's see what John says.
So yes, is there any other information you would like to know that I can try and explain to you?
What are the laws on weapons here?
I'm trying to remember if they have to be peace bonded here or not.
No, but not if you're an Australian normally. Most people don't carry weapons here unless they're guards or something like that, because the furries are not a really violent people normally.
Yeah.
Right. You said 1900s. People are dressed in all kinds of different shit, right?
19th century.
19th century.
Mid 1800s.
1800s.
1850s, 1860s.
Excellent. In that case, can I get a change of clothing?
Yes, of course.
Now, the problem with this is that clothing is definitely in short supply within the thing, and so anything he's given will probably be a bit patched and stuff. He'll definitely not look like the upper classes. Not that he's really pulling off that look well right now.
No. I want to look like I want to look like a guy who goes and cuts down trees and cuts wood for people.
Bing! He's a lumberjack now.
I want the axe to go with it.
I'm sure we can source you an
That's
axe.
easy. Yeah. He's now a lumberjack with a big two-handed Lachibar axe type thing.
Let me check our storage and see if we've actually got any decent axes in storage.
Let's see what we got.
Hang on a second. Let me reduce the comms bracelets down by 1. So in roll 20, Tim, the tab where your characters are. Below where the characters are, you've got there's price information, NPCs with hero points, and zone/storage. Can you see that? So if you expand the zone/storage, you've got different realms listed there. So if you go to Beastkin Lands and expand that, you'll see
Lands.
Yep, and click on the plus sign next to it, and that should then give you a drop down showing you several items.
I see. Embassy, money, magic.
Yeah.
Books.
So if you click on the Australian Embassy storage, that shows you the various items we have collected and whether or not they're available for anyone's use or just somebody's use. Now, for example, you'll note there's a fireman's axe in a trumpet case. That under permissions it says everyone. So, and it is from Burlington. So it's a 1950. So the reason we listed where it's from, it gives you an idea of the quality of the axe. Basically, it's not like a 19th century axe. It's like mid 20th century quality steel head.
Nice.
All right.
And it comes with a trumpet case for all your sandwiches.
That's right. So you can conceal it in the trumpet case and carry it around.
Or you just carry the axe in the trumpet case. Yeah, I mean.
Yeah. As I said, there's other stuff in there as well, you'll note. Various things. I thought we had... Oh no, that's the Cyberpunk one.
Right. Okay. So now that my guy has this item.
Yeah. So if you hit the, it depends if you intend to hang on to it, remove it from here.
Well, for
if
now.
you intend to return it, then don't worry about removing it.
Right.
So to remove it, there's an edit button at the top right corner.
Edit.
If you click on that, that'll bring up the list there, and you can then go down and delete it from the list.
So do you just grab the whole line?
Yep.
All right.
Just delete the whole line.
Let me make a note. Ready, Fire Axe.
Can you hear me, guys, or no?
Yes.
Yeah. There's multiple views currently, but we're.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Can you hear us?
Oh boy.
Can you hear me, John?
Oh boy.
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Wow.
We can
Are you
hear
coming? Did you just now?
Can you hear me or no?
Can you hear us? More important.
Yes.
I dropped again.
Logan is typing. Oh, no, he's not dropped. He's still there.
Oh, yeah, but
he's moving.
When he gets the words is a long time when we talk.
Yeah, there seems to be a delay.
A huge delay.
All right, guys. I think I gave it a good faith effort here. I apologize.
It's all good, dude. It's a pity that it's not quite working for you.
I will see you guys. I think next game. I don't think it's gonna go.
All right, John. You gave it a red hot go, but it did not like you.
All right, and save. Let's see. Can I delete the field or no? No. Okay, so just save changes after I pulled it out.
Yeah, just save changes and.
Feel bad for John.
Yeah, he really gave it a good shot.
So do I understand it correctly? He's in a camper in the middle of a camping area.
Yes.
In the United States.
Yes. He lives in Pennsylvania. He's a cop in Pennsylvania. Him and his wife are cops in Pennsylvania.
I didn't know his wife was a cop also.
Yeah,
got that
she's
look.
a cop as well. Yeah, she's a cop as well. They go summer camping with the kids, etc. I'm not exactly sure where he's gone camping.
Okay.
Cool.
Middle of nowhere.
Yeah, well, in a lot of the parts of the United States, the Wi-Fi is shit anyway because capitalism.
Even in cities, it's shit.
True.
We recently had places pushed laws through to prevent counties from having their own internet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be anti-capitalist, wouldn't it?
Well, no, it's the major providers lobbied against places from having their own internet.
Yeah.
So places were like, "Hey, the internet here is shit. Let's make our own." And the companies are like, "Fuck, we're going to lose a lot of money on that deal."
He's in New Jersey. He's camping in New Jersey.
Oh yeah, he's in the middle of nowhere.
Looking at his posts on his Facebook as to where he is currently.
I do have a bit of good news. Chris is currently working on putting on clothes and putting on coffee. He should be joining us soon.
Lovely. Hopefully he's not putting the coffee on himself.
I didn't say which was going in the pot, but we shall see.
Good deal.
Lovely.
Yeah.
While we're waiting for Chris, is there any other information that you would like me to throw at you?
Information, no.
Items?
Whatever you can spare coin-wise.
Yes, I should.
Really nice.
I should introduce you to the people that pretty much run the embassy for me when I'm not here. I have my two children adopted children they are, but
Okay, not running the gamble. Got it.
no, they were elvish. They're basically elvish kids that we found in the forest. Yes,
sure.
Yes.
Why not? Makes sense.
That's the other thing. The beastkin really dislike elves.
And you keep them here at the embassy as the people
We're trying to. We're part of the. I've been doing education programs and all sorts of stuff to try and.
That's okay.
Break down the barriers.
There we go. That makes sense.
We've got tutors, Australian. The reason we're called Australians is they did not. Doc Fulton and myself were the first humans they encountered.
Sure.
I love that conversation too. What are you? I'm an Australian. Bing! That's the new name for your race.
Yeah. So they believe that all humans are Australian. Whoever they don't seem to worry about the fact we have different accents and all that sort of stuff. They just hence the Australian embassy, hence I'm the Australian ambassador, blah blah blah. And I also did some stuff to set up some industry here to get money to come in for us, as in us being our group.
That's wonderful.
And now instead it's several hundred refugees that you're footing the bill for.
Yes, we have several hundred refugees.
Now I would like to point out though, the refugees are not sitting idle. No. The embassy is going through a new renaissance of building and shit like that. They've got parties that go out and get stuff. So plus there's a lot of different kind of crafting, painting and stuff. This will become the kind of place that, in a couple hundred years, tourists would come to, to see all the different stuff.
Interesting. Bring me up to speed. The chat about people don't exist when they're not there.
Yes.
You notice the one guy's missing.
Yeah, and you notice how Tommy has disappeared completely? He was with us and he suddenly vanished. You're lucky you didn't see him
vanish. He just wasn't
you're lucky you did not witness him fade away, as it's a bit disturbing. I've witnessed people fade away in front of me. It's a bit disturbing, unfortunately.
Fading away is a disturbing thing you have witnessed.
I mean, I've witnessed a lot more disturbing things, but just the thing about somebody fading away from existence is...
Did you watch any movies in 2020? Fading away is not the worst thing that's happened.
Yes, I know. There's plenty of things that look horrible in movies. It's one thing seeing something on the screen.
Wait, hold on. Is it fading away like they did in the Avengers?
No, they didn't turn to... They didn't turn to dust, and they did not turn to dust and that sort of stuff.
Okay.
As in, they actually went. It was almost like somebody teleports away or something. They just slowly go.
More Star Trek.
No, not more. Teleport's probably not quite.
Back to the Future.
I can't remember Back to the Future. It's been a long time.
That's where he just slowly vanishes away.
Yeah. It's probably something like that.
Okay.
Where reality changes and they slowly vanish away.
Sure. So all things I would know in my head. Got it.
Nice. Tell me, Tell me, are you familiar with Amber?
Amber?
Yes.
I dated an Amber.
Roger Zelazny, 9 Princes of Amber.
Doesn't ring a bell. Maybe it's a book my dad read to me when I was a kid.
Anyway, so we are Amberites.
So you're Australian Amberites?
No, we, as in you, myself.
So we're Australian Amberite cousins.
The Australian thing... I know, that's crazy. The thing about us being Australian is just what these people here believe. Because I was the first, myself and Doc were the few humans they met, so.
As far as you know. Got it. All right, we're up to speed.
All right, so was it...
elves. You mentioned elves. Right.
Yes. I'll introduce you
your
to
adopted
Alana
children,
and
Legless
Elwyn.
and what's the other one's name?
No.
No.
No. Alana and Elwyn.
Okay.
Two elves are brought to you. One of them's got a.
Or how are they brought to us?
Not yet. They come in. They're dressed similarly. They have like a lot of Australian. They have the Australian flag logos on their tunics and stuff. They're obviously brother and sister. Although she has a baby, so you're not just sure how far this whole inbreeding thing is going. Who appears to be a elf, kinda, and. Yeah, they come in and meet you, and it's like, hello, I'm Alana, this is Owen. They're like, hello.
So yes.
Sorry, right.
Lord of the Rings looking to you.
Oh, did they like kind of fucking glide across the floor?
They do seem to have quite a bit of dex coordination. Sure, yeah.
Sure. Right. Yeah. You guys. Hi.
But yes, they tend to run the embassy.
Congrats on being adopted by a really well-off guy.
He's been a good father, although his work has usually kept him away. His work, of course, being to save the universe.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And
so, what are all these ripped up, crumpled up sandwiches here? Do you want new food?
Actually, that's something else. Can I get a like a backpack? That sounds magical. Backpack would be good. Do they have those now?
Yes, we'll bring you a leather backpack. Would you like anything in it, or are you going to use it just for these sandwiches?
No. If you could put some basic tools, would be good. A compass would be nice. Jerky would be great, and bottles of water
made out of jerky.
So you're the bright one of the two.
They have a wicked sense of humor. They are messing with you.
Got it. Right. Aha. Aha. Aha.
One of the people educating them was a foul talking bird.
Sure.
I do miss Ahoy.
Yes.
He never did teach you air magic.
No, he did not, the bastard.
But we have him nailed to his perch, so you can yell at him anytime you want, Dad.
That's right. And Dr. Fulton never did cure him of his fear of outdoors.
Well, yeah. So, right. What sort of tools would you like?
Tools for working on smaller electronics and tools for working on, I don't know, a vehicle. They don't have vehicles now.
And they don't have electronics.
They don't have electronics.
Think Wild West, 1850s Wild West.
Would you like a wrench and a hammer and a screwdriver?
Yes, and a crowbar.
All right. They glide off.
Those sort of tools do exist, obviously, because we've got access to other realms, and some of the people here may have said tools here, like Aeolus probably has got those sort of tools.
I'm gonna need some nails. I'm sure they have nails.
Yes. They've already glided off, I'm afraid.
What do you need nails for?
You never know.
Okay. Fair enough. But yeah, so depending on how things go here, we can always take you to somewhere else to try and get some more modern gear.
No worries.
When you're in, I don't know if you can recall when you were in any of the other places, did you do anything that caused the men in black to turn up?
Excuse me?
All right. So each of these realms has a certain set of paradigm. For example, like this is 1850s, later 1850s. If you were to whip out a something modern, what we would consider modern technology here, that causes people to go into a weird state where they'll just stand there and start blinking. This causes the realms, I'd almost say antibodies, that what we refer to as the Men in Black, to turn up to try and stop the whatever is breaking the reality.
So if this isn't a coma, and it is, if it's not, that would lead me to believe that it's more like the video game theory that one of you or friends, cousins, Amberites came up with. Yeah, because that's a bug in the system situation.
Exactly.
Causing the other non-players to have issues.
Exactly. In which case they then
antivirus comes in.
Yes.
Exactly. Got it. Right.
First it's 2, then it's 4, then it's 8, then it's 16. So if you kill the first 2, then 4 turn up. If you kill those 4, then 8 turn up. You kill those 8, 16 turn up, etc.
Someone played a lot of Grand Theft Auto. Got it.
Until they overwhelm you. And they turn up with weapons and transportation that is appropriate to the realm.
So it usually takes a whole bunch of them. God, it's got to really suck to be those first couple guys that get sent.
Well, we don't tend to hang around when they turn up because it's not worth messing with them.
Okay, right, understandable. So play the game, be nice. Sure.
Yeah. So, for example, a couple of days ago, Aeolus, who's one of the others of our group, he's also known, Alex Kinley calls him Freddy, and some of the others refer to him as Freddy. We appeared in a forest that looked like it was like medieval times type thing from the way that people were dressed. Freddy pulled out a mid-21st century and translated device and put it on his ear. That caused the individuals to start blinking at us. We got the hell out of there quick, smart.
Got it. So, right. Use appropriate tech.
Yeah. You can get away, if you're careful, you can get away with it if you either disguise it or if you don't let people see it or if you can explain it away.
So as long as the people who see it don't understand what it is or see it?
Well, not necessarily. As I said, the medieval people, they would have no idea what his translator earpiece was. But the fact that it was different technology, it was advanced technology.
Got it.
I mean, they could have thought it was a piece of fruit he was putting on his ear if they were real medieval people.
Got it.
But the nature of these worlds is that it causes them to go into a error state or whatever.
Sure. All right. I'm up to speed.
So... Just giving you a pre-warning, just be careful if you get high-tech stuff and decide to whip it out.
No problems.
I mean, low-tech stuff's always fine because, it's low-tech compared to what the world you're in, but high-tech stuff can cause issues.
I like to consider myself a rational person.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So one of the realms we go to is... cyberpunky style. It's mid-21st century.
So if you get that, put it deep in you. Got it.
So just like if you get stuff from there, just either get stuff that will blend in, that people will look at it and just think it's, like I've got a couple of high-tech blades from there, but they just look like blades to most people, so they're not going to react.
Gotta play immediately.
Bummer. I've been checking my cards.
Gun maintenance. No issues for that.
Cool.
Lovely.
What else?
I've got a play immediately rags to riches. Everyone discards all NADA cards and draws a like number of cards from the deck.
What? No, that sounds bad.
No,
NADAs.
Do you have any NADA cards?
I have a NADA.
Then you get to discard it and draw a new card, and then discard down to 6 until Chris gets in.
Jesus. All right.
More cards for you.
Should I discard down to 4, then draw another one, then discard again?
No, you're going down to 6, so you're at 6.
While there's just the 2 of us, just go down to 6.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, okay. So 6 is where I need to be. So now I need to draw a card.
Currently,
Mm-hmm.
until Chris joins us.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
One, draw a card. Boop. All right.
Okay.
I love the
Shall we?
briefings and stuff because it just sounds crazier and crazier.
It does. And unfortunately, the more we've found out about this multiverse that we're in, and the more we've encountered, the more weirder and crazier some of it is.
Right.
Um, all right. So I
There's
shall grab.
rumbling from a nearby chest. There's like a very large chest, and it kind of twitches around a bit.
Okay.
It
I shall
sounds
grab
like
my.
somebody's fighting to get out of there.
I shall go and open the chest. But the reason I came back here was to grab some A, to get Colburn some gear, and B, to get some gear myself.
You open the chest and you find Doc Fulton inside of the chest with what appears to be a 19th century style inflatable doll.
I don't even know if such exists, but anyway.
It's made out of animal bladders, it looks like.
Okay.
And then it has a happy face painted on it.
Pause that for 1 second, Logan. Chris, how you doing, man? Uh-oh. Can he not
I'm
hear?
not sure if he can hear us yet.
Womp womp.
Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you guys hear me?
There we
Yes,
go.
I can hear you.
Try again, TJ.
Chris, how's it going, man?
He just froze up.
Oh, we're having a lot of luck tonight, aren't we? And he's back.
Say,
Hello?
Hello.
yeah? Hello? Hello?
Froze again.
God damn. The curse of the third player. And
Hello.
it's TJ.
And he's back again. He's moving.
You
And
can
we can
do it.
hear we can hear you when you don't freeze up.
I can see you.
I'm not sure when Chris will actually be able to hear this.
Yeah.
It's like he has a weird delay that freezes every like 4 or 5 seconds.
And he's moving again.
Can you hear me now?
Oh yeah, I can hear you.
Oh,
And frozen.
and frozen again.
1-word sentences.
So I've been able to scan here.
He's moving. It's not freeze. Oh no, there we go.
I'll freeze
Frozen
up
again.
there. Yeah.
That is really wild. So Logan, about this 3-player service you have running here.
I don't know what's going on, dude. This is the first time we've ever had this kind of horrible shit.
I must admit, you are a bit blurry, Logan, to me.
Do you want me to? Oh, it could be also that I'm sitting in semi-darkness, but I can.
Yeah, no. Every so often, there's a minute freeze from you as well.
He's moving again. Hi, Chris.
Hi.
Hey, there you go. Maybe he's in now.
I don't know. I'm scared to talk to him because if I do, it'll just freeze up again. Motherfucker.
Things hopefully have settled down.
Seems to be working better.
Maybe his computer's gotten used to him by now.
Yeah.
You would think. You would hope.
You would, indeed.
Well,
His computer wasn't expecting him to be able to play today, and so it was just going to fucking shut itself off and hibernate, or download more whatever he downloads.
It's up and running. That's what's important here.
Now you can say hi to Chris if you want.
Yeah, I think we got one in there. Long time, man. How you doing, buddy?
Pretty good. How about you guys?
Good stuff.
Good.
Good stuff. Jesus, did you join like a triathlon thing for a while there? Because it definitely appears the Swamp House Chris has shrunk drastically.
He has massively shrunk. Massively.
Wow, congrats. That's good stuff, man.
Yeah. Actually, from probably the last time you've seen me, I'm down 200 pounds.
Wow.
Jesus Christ.
You lost a person. You lost a big person.
Fucking bravo, man. Jesus, is that like water or a car accident?
Yeah, it was rough. It was rough.
Jesus, wow, kudos. That's impressive.
Mm-hmm. So, why don't you go ahead and bring him up to speed? Yeah, the inflatable doll thing appears to be filled with lighter than air gases. It's very slowly exiting the chest and floating up.
Okay.
God, I wish
so
that's the weirdest thing I've seen.
we are in the Australian Embassy, Beastkin. We've just been discreetly hired by the Baronet Godfrey Summers to find his missing son.
Oh, clearly that's the main bad guy. We need to kill them, right? No, sorry.
Arthur. No. This guy is missing his son, Arthur. His son has been hanging out in the archaeology, associating with undesirables. People that theatre type people and actors and those sort of undesirables.
No, not like us. Just a different kind of undesirable. Okay.
Different kind of undesirable. We've got a key to his apartment. He lives in a lodging house. 4 days ago, a blackmail letter was received, which I will show to you.
A guy dressed in what is supposed to be a butler's uniform, although he's not the regular butler, comes in. It's one of the guys from the MMO lands. He goes, "Excuse me, gentlemen, will you be having dinner?"
Yes.
All right. In here?
Sure.
All right.
Are we in the entryway? I look around.
No, you're in some room. The guy stops. He looks up at the ceiling at the inflatable doll thing. He looks at Doc Fulton, who's standing in a chest for some reason.
Don't judge me.
Everybody reduce your hands down to Tim, reduce your hand down to 4.
Yep, already done so. But basically, the ransom, the note said, had the key to the apartment. They'd turn up to Hobbs End Station with 1,000 gold coins. The lawyer turned up there with the money. Nobody approached him. That was 3 days ago. We've got the address to where the lodging house is in his apartment. We have 2 introductory letters from Clarence and Sons, the lawyers. We were given 8 gold. We're getting 15 gold a day for this. The lawyer believes we will find pictures of Arthur in the apartment. Arthur takes after his father. That is, he's a leopard-headed individual. There was some disturbance on the night, at the lodging house on the night he went missing. The Lieutenant Bridger is handling the case from the guard.